Welcome everyone, this is G, and today we're going to be making this painting with my cloud funnel technique. So I'm going to run through the colors real quick. This is TLP's Gilded. It's a pigment. I've used a binder and a gloss gel to turn it into a paint. This is also TLP, this is Boogie, a very obnoxiously bright neon orange. And this is made the same way with the binder and gloss gel to turn it into a paint, and then mixed with Floetrol to turn it into a fluid. This is Arteza's, I believe it's called Pearl Strawberry Red. This is a tube paint. You can see they're roughly around the same consistency. And finally, this is a custom mixed color. It's basically TLP's Gilded with a little bit of Amsterdam's Blue Violet, permanent Blue Violet. Just a little pinch of that onto the gold gives you this sort of muted purple. So in this particular painting, I'm going to use 2 lacing mixes. I'm not using a cloud mix for this. I don't usually use 2 lacing mixes in this technique, but I wanted to see what would happen. So I've got 2 of them. I've got the titanium white and I've got oxide black. This is the oxide black. Pretty thin consistency, as you would expect from any sort of lacing effect mixture. And we'll also be using a base, obviously, because this is a technique that requires some movement. I believe I'm using the Blick Acrylic Titanium White. It's a very budget friendly paint from Blick. So if you're seeing this technique for the first time, it's a little bit different from a standard funnel pour, right? Typically in a funnel pour, you would use silicone oil to create your cells. But in my cloud funnel technique, it's all just recipes of paint. There's no added oils or Australian Floetrol or anything you would typically use to create the lacing or to create those round cells you get from silicone. This is all about understanding the density of the paints and putting them at the correct consistency in an order that will create this effect, essentially. So you can use it to create both lacing and clouds, right? But in this particular example, I'm just doing lacing. So as I said, I've put 2 lacing mixes in there. But as it turns out, you're really only going to see one of them in action. Because unlike when you do this in a bloom and the way you spread the paint out by blowing on it, and you usually get a really thin film and they sink through each other, in a bloom or in a swipe, when you use 2 lacing mixes, you usually see 2 outlines, 2 lacing patterns. But as it turns out here, all it really did was sort of thicken the lacing mix so it doesn't sink to the point where it looks like jagged corners, right? It's like a really thick lacing mix where your cells end up still looking round, which is essentially what's happening here. So this process in general takes a little bit of time. If you put the lacing mix on the thinner side, it'll happen pretty quickly and it'll look a lot more like the lacing you're used to. But if the lacing is on the thicker side, you'll get these very round shapes. I'm just going to fast forward in time to show you. If I cut the video every few seconds, you'll see that it advances. I just didn't want you to have to watch a time lapse of 5 minutes, right? So here's the finished thing. If you want to learn more about this technique, I'll put the link in the description box and in the pinned comment. Check it out and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. This is G, and I'll see you in the next video.